Nice meeting you again. You're welcome back to this channel. What I have today, as you can see, is how I actually achieved this pattern. You can see this top, very beautiful and unique. In this video, I'm going to take you through step by step how I achieved this pattern, and it's very easy. All you need to do is to take your time and watch this video to the end. And if this is your first time you watch my video, I welcome you to this channel. Here is a channel where you can learn how to cut and sew, and at the same time how to crochet different kinds of ways. All you need to do is to click on the subscribe button below, and you also click on the notification bell. Then you are done. You have access to my videos. Thank you very much. So this is the back part of this top. Can you see? So this is the front. This is the front. So let's go. So right now we can get started. Now this is the sketch of the top I'm about to make. Now this is the shape. Now here is the neckline, the front neckline rather. While here is the sleeve. These two sides are the sleeves. Then here is the back neckline. Now if you look at it, there is a little space here. It means it's being divided into two because of the button set. So since I have 18 chains here, so I'm going to divide this 18 by 2. So I will have 9 here. 9. So I'm going to add extra 2 chains for the button, like I said. So it's going to be 9 plus 2, which gives me 11. That is 11 chains. Then here, of course, 9 plus 2 equal to 11. So each of these will be 11 chains. Now since I have 16 chains here, one of the sleeve, of course the second sleeve will be 16 chains. So I'm going to add it up. So I'm going to add everything up here to give me the total of chains I will make. So I have 18, 16 plus 16, I have 32. Then 11 plus 11, I have 22. Then 22 plus 18. So 2 plus 2, I have 4. 4 plus 8, I have 12. So 3 plus 2, 5. 5 plus 1, 6. 6 plus that one, making 7. Now because of this same point here, the vertex point here, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So this 4, I'm going to subtract it from this total chains, minus 4. So I have 8, then 6. So I will be making the total of 68 chains. So I will be making 68 chains altogether. So I'm going to keep this aside. Then I start. Here is my yarn. I'm making use of 2 strands, as you can see. So I'm going to make a slip knot. This is the simplest way of making a slip knot. I'm going to fasten it, and I'll make sure that my hook can roll in between, so which means it must not be too tight. So I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So like this I go till I get to the 68th chain. So right now here is my 68 chains. So I'm going to proceed. I'm going to chain extra 2, 1, 2. So I haven't chained this extra 2, I yarn over the extra 2 plus another 2, so I insert into the 4th loop with double crochet. So I proceed, double crochet. So you remember in our sketch what I have here is 11. So I will be making here, I will be having 11 double crochets. So already I have 1, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then I proceed, double crochet, that is 11, I mean 7 now. 8, 9, 10, 11. So right, I'm going to chain 2, 1, 2. So I insert into this same loop with double crochet. Can you see? So right now I'm going to proceed to the sleeve, which is 16 chains. So already I have 1, so 2, 3, 4, 5. So I proceed like that till I get to the 16. After that I make my vertex loop, then I continue like that. Now as you can see, I've completed the round, this first round. Can you see? This is the back neckline, one of the piece, a part of the back neckline, the sleeve, the front neckline, the sleeve, the second sleeve, and the other back neckline. So right now I'm going to proceed. I'm going to chain 2 first, 1, 2. So having chained 2, I insert into the second loop right here with double crochet. So I proceed into the next loop, double crochet. So here I'm going to make 7. 1, 2, 3. I proceed, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So right now I'm going to chain 1. I yarn over. I'm going to skip this first one. I move to the next loop with double crochet. And you see, so I proceed like so. Double crochet. So I'm going to insert right now into this vertex loop, double crochet. So I chain 2, 1, 2. So I insert into the same loop with double crochet. Can you see? So right now I proceed into this place, double crochet. So here I have 1, 2, 3, I proceed 4, 5. So I'm going to chain 1. So I skip this, I move into this, double crochet. So I'm going to make double crochet across 7 loops. Already I have 1, 2. I proceed double crochet 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Can you see? So right now I'm going to chain 1, sorry, I'm going to proceed like so. I'm going to chain 1. I'm going to skip this. I move into this with double crochet. So I proceed double crochet, double crochet. So at this part vertex loop, I chain 2, 1, 2. I insert into this same loop with double crochet. And you see, so this is how I'm going to proceed till I round it up. Now as you can see, I've completed the round. Can you see? So right now I'm going to proceed from here. I'm going to chain 2, 1, 2. So having chained 2, I insert into the second loop right here with double crochet. So I proceed double crochet, so right now as you can see here, I have a loop left. So I'm going to chain 1. I'm going to skip that loop. I insert into this big loop with double crochet. I chain another 1. I skip this first loop. I insert into the next loop with double crochet. And you see, so I proceed double crochet, then into the vertex loop, double crochet. So I'm going to chain 2, 1, 2. So I insert double crochet. So I proceed double crochet, So you can see here there's a loop here. This loop, I'm going to skip this loop, so I'm going to chain one. Haven't chained one, I insert, I skip that loop or this loop, I insert into the big loop right here with double crochet. I chain another one, I skip this loop, I move into this loop, double crochet. So like so, I'm going to proceed till I round it up. If you look at it very well, you discover that it's an increasing process. I'm trying to increase. By the time I'm increasing, it will give me a V shape at the end of the day. Can you see? Now, as you can see, I've completed this round. Now, if you look at it critically, you discover that I'm increasing. This is where I started from. From this, I increased to 2 by skipping one. The last one before this loop, I skip it. Also, the first loop before this loop, I skip it. So even this one too, the last loop here, I skip it before I enter into this, and I make double crochet here, even in this loop. Then the first loop on my left hand side, I skip it before I finally make it to this end. So I'm going to proceed from here. So already I've chained 2. So I insert into the second loop with a double crochet. You see? So I proceed into the next loop, double crochet. Sorry. So I proceed, double crochet. So you can see that I'm left with one loop also again. So I'm going to skip this loop. I chain 1, then I skip this loop, and I insert into this big loop. Can you see what I have? So I proceed, double crochet, double crochet, then I insert into this loop, big loop, double crochet. So the first loop on my left hand side, I'm going to skip by chaining 1, then I skip, I insert into the next loop, double crochet. Can you see? So I proceed in the vertex loop, I insert, double crochet, and I chain 2, 1, 2 in the same loop, double crochet. So I proceed, double crochet. Can you see? So the last loop here, I'm going to skip. I chain 1, I skip it, I insert. So this is how I'm going to go. This is the increasing part of this pattern till I round this aspect up. Now I've completed the round. If you look at the pattern, it's coming like this. Can you see? It's going in form of A shape. You can see. So this one too, this shape, then this one coming down like so. Then this, join this to be H shape or V shape rather. Can you see? So right now from here I'm going to proceed. Then I'm going to tell you a secret here, but let me chain through 1, 2. So right now I insert into the second loop right here with double crochet. Can you see? I proceed, double crochet. Now I have a loop left here. I'm going to skip this loop. As usual, I chain 1, I skip the loop, I insert into the big loop with double crochet. Then I proceed, double crochet, double crochet. Now I proceed the last loop, double crochet, then the big loop I insert with double crochet. Can you see? So I'm going to chain 1, haven't chained 1. I'm going to skip this first loop right after this big loop, double crochet. Now the secret is this. Here, if you look at this place, maybe I should get to this place before I actually before I explain. But meanwhile, if you look at the beginning of this first one, that is the back neckline, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now coming to here, I have, after this loop, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So exactly what I have at the base, the interval, the number of interval at the base must also tally with this one before I start decreasing. So it is at this point that, after this point, that the decreasing will now start. So let's move forward. So I'm going to insert into my vertex loop the corner, double crochet, then I chain 2, 1, 2. I insert into this same loop, double crochet. This is the vertex. So I proceed, next loop, double crochet, double crochet. So right now this is the last loop of this side. On this side I'm going to chain 1, I skip the loop, and I insert into this big loop with double crochet. I move on, double crochet, I insert into this big loop, double crochet. So you remember the first loop after this loop, I have to skip it. So I'm going to chain 1. As I chain 1, I skip this loop, I move into this next loop with double crochet. So if you look at this loop, it's serving for this and also for this. So right now I'm going to proceed, double crochet. So I insert into this big loop, double crochet. Now if I count what I have here, it has to give me 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So right now I'm going to chain 1 and I skip this first loop on my left hand side with double crochet. Then the vertex loop, I chain 2, I insert double crochet. So I proceed. You see, so this is how I'm going to proceed till I round it up. On this row. So as you can see, I've got to the point of decrease, the point of decrease. So right now I'm going to chain 2, 1, 2, haven't chained 2, I insert into the second loop right here, double crochet. So I proceed, double crochet. You know, ideally when I was increasing this one, the last loop here during the increase, I'm not supposed to insert here, but because I've got to the point of decrease, so I need to insert into this last loop. Then of course here the big loop I also insert with double crochet. Now the first loop after this big loop, this is where the decrease starts. So I chain 1 and I skip this first loop right here after this, then I insert into the next loop, still with double crochet. Can you see? Then I proceed, double crochet. So also on my left hand side here, before the big loop, this big loop, I'm going to chain 1 and I'm going to skip the last loop before this big loop. So I insert into the big loop with double crochet. Can you see? Can you see the shape? So I proceed, double crochet, and insert into my corner. Then I chain 2, double crochet. So I proceed, double crochet, so the first loop after this big loop I'm going to skip. I chain 1, double crochet, and you see. So this is how I'm going to proceed till I round it up. The first loop before, I chain 1, I skip it, Can you see? So as it's coming like this, as it's coming like this, it will get to a time it will meet like so. So this is how I'm going to go till I round it up. Now as you can see right here, I've got to the almost the end part of the decreasing. Can you see? I decrease here, I decrease, and I decrease. You can see how the shape is being formed. This is where the increase started from. By the time I got to this point where I counted this, what I have here, 7 double crochet, exactly as I have it here. So at this point I say we are going to decrease, and this is the first decrease, followed by this, then followed by this. So I'm at the last point. So at this last point I'm going to chain 2 again, 1, 2. So I insert into the second loop with double crochet. So I insert, next loop, double crochet, next double crochet, next double crochet. Can you see? So right here you will see that this one will give me the same 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to insert into this loop with double crochet. So this has completed 7. So I chain 1. As I chain 1, I insert, I skip this one, I skip this, I insert into the big loop, double crochet. So I proceed, double crochet. So as you can see, this is what I have. Can you see? So this marks the end, and it also marks the beginning of another one, another shape like this. So I'm going to proceed. If you have any question regarding this tutorial, please don't hesitate to drop your question in the comment section. Then my corner loop, I chain 2, I insert with double crochet, then I proceed. So exactly what I have here is what I shall be having and the rest of the loop shape. So double crochet, so I insert. So right now I'm going to chain 1, so I skip this, I insert into this with double crochet. So I proceed. I proceed. I insert here, then I chain one. So I skip this, I insert into this with double crochet. Can you see? So this is how I'm going to proceed till I round it up on this row. Now, as you can see, I've decided to create another loop here to plant this pattern here because there is enough space here, and that is exactly what I've done here. This is another space to plant it here also. So instead of me having two loops like I have it at the base, so I've multiplied it now. It's now 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So once there is space, you can also do yours like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. So instead of these two, I will be having more than this on this in this another set, new set. Now at this junction, I've got to the point where I'm going to close the sleeve. Now the circumference is now okay by me. Now the bust circumference is 22. So I'm going to measure. So from this point, this buttress loop, I place my taping rule. So to the other hand, on this end, so I have, you can see 11, that's times 2, I have 22. So it's okay by me. So right now I'm going to chain 2, one, 2. So having chained 2, I'm going to insert in the second loop with double crochet. Proceed. Now you discover that I'm still on the increasing level. So I'm going to chain 1. I'm going to skip this one. So I proceed, double crochet, double crochet. So I proceed, insert into this loop, double crochet. So right now I'm going to chain 1. So I'm going to skip this loop. I move into this, double crochet. So my 7 is complete. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I proceed, double crochet. then I chain one, I skip this, I move into the next loop, double crochet. If I count this, I should have 7 also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So I proceed. Remember I said at this point I'm going to close the sleeve up. So right now I'm going to insert this vertex loop. I'm going to merge it with the other vertex loop, the second vertex loop. So I merge the two at the same time. I've yarn over, I insert my hook, double crochet, so I'm going to proceed into this loop. Remember we are still on the increase level, so I proceed, double crochet. We are on the increase level, so I'm left with one loop here. So I'm going to skip this loop, so I chain one and I skip this loop. I insert into the big loop with double crochet. I proceed, double crochet, so I insert here, double crochet. So right now I'm going to chain one and I'm going to skip this loop. I move into this, double crochet. So I insert here, I chain one, I skip this loop, I move into this with double crochet. I proceed. You see, so I chain one, I skip this, I move into this loop, double crochet. So this is how I'm going to go till I round it up. So as you can see, I've closed up the sleeve, and you see. So right now, if I count this one, you will discover we have 7, and once I have 7 here, this has got to the point where I'm going to decrease because I use 7 at the base if you count it from the base. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the next round, this round is for me to decrease. So I chain 2, 1, 2. So I insert into the second loop with double crochet. So right now I proceed into the next loop, double crochet. Now I insert into this loop, double crochet. So I chain 1. The first loop after this big loop, I will skip. Can you see? You can glaring say that the increase has started. So I proceed, double crochet. So as you can see, I have one loop left. I'm going to skip this loop also. I chain 1. I insert into this big loop with double crochet. Can you see? So this is how I will continue till I increase the rounds I'm left with. So far so good. I've come to the end of this tutorial. Here is the pattern. Very unique and beautiful and very easy. I want to believe that you like the same pattern of top. Thank you very much. I want to appreciate you all for taking your time to watch this video. Thank you very much. And if you like this video, kindly click on the like button to appreciate this work. If this is your first time you watch my video, I welcome you to this channel. Here is a channel where you can learn a lot. In this channel, you learn how to cut and sew, and at the same time how to crochet different types of wears. All you need to do is to click on the subscribe button below, and you click on the notification bell so that you can have access to my videos. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel so that you can learn a lot. Thank you very much. So if you have any question, kindly drop your question in the comment section. Thank you very much. So till I come your way again, bye for now. So this is the front part of this top, and here is the front part of this top. Can you see? So bye for now.